Go deeper, go deeper, go deeper.
Salam everyone, how you doing? Blessings, this is EuGenius, your local natural mystic, Kabbalistic yogi, entrepreneur, on the hunt, on the grind, baby. Just wanted to talk a bit about this series I'll be doing called Soul Talk. It'll just be some principles that I'm applying to my life in real time, so that you get an opportunity to see how I live my practice, you know, and what's going on with me. And just keep it real, because, you know, as a teacher, especially a yoga teacher, meditation, you know, they think, you know, you walking around like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. This is real life. I'm not up in the hills. I didn't run away to the caves. You know, I'm here in the real world so that I can make it more real, to reveal the real of this so-called real world. And let's talk about basically self-worth, because that the environment that I'm in, that we are all in, is geared toward us being consumers of information, being self-checked by each other with either social or cultural standards that have been programmed in regards to what should be and what shouldn't be. How do you keep your self-worth? How do you keep your value very well in sight and intact in an environment that is the opposite of that? You know, and how to then expand and grow in that arena, regardless of what's going on around you, regardless of what it looks like. And that's really powerful, especially if you are an entrepreneur, you have an entrepreneur mind, you're into building business, you want to work for yourself, you want to expand your income capacity by taking risks, by taking chances, and by, you know, believing in yourself and not giving up when it's tough. Because, you know, a lot of us in our world are defined by our environment. We're defined by how much money we have. We're defined by how much car we have, which means how much it is. Like, how much car, for how much car you got. When I got 1.2. You know what I mean? Like, stuff like that, you know. The beautiful house, the neighborhood, how good your wife looks, how rich your husband is. You know what I mean? Like, what school your kids go to. You know, what's your cell phone playing? Like, it doesn't stop. It's just an endless, ridiculous cycle. Now, let me preface this with this one thing, though. Don't think I'm trying to say it's wrong to have a beautiful wife that loves you and that's there, a beautiful car that's fucking awesome, you know what I mean? A beautiful house in a nice neighborhood that your beautiful children can go to at their beautiful school. No, that's the star right there, baby. That's the material realm. That's what you want to co-create. I'm saying, though, to invoke those qualities, to invoke that experience, doing it from a place of my worth is extending out. Not, I'm going to get these things and then now I feel worthy. You get what I'm saying? My worth is extending out. So jumping back into the sales game and selling different types of products and services, high-end products and services, higher the better, right? I needed to say, I was kind of like, whoa, I haven't done, like, you know, little sales in a little bit. I got to train, you know, I gotta like get back in the game, like read some books. You know, I highly recommend Greg Cordone's 10X rule and all his books and stuff. The guy is just, you know, he's a crazy man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love it. That's how I roll, you know, to a certain extent. But the principles that I apply to my sales are really what it's all about, because it's about service. The best salespeople are the best servants. If you're a great servant, if you can tap into what people need, and you can give it to them at a reasonable price, you can give it to them and know it's effective, that it will last into their generations, that's something different. The techniques and things that I teach, that I serve with, can last generation after generation. You can teach it to your children, they'll teach it to their friends, they can teach it to their children, and they can obtain and maintain a high level of health, a high level of self-confidence, of worth, of value. They can maintain these teachings, from mouth to ear. So that what I'm doing is I'm just saying, this is how I'm operating now with the people and the places that I go. I'm just going to put this right there as well. I'm going to extend my value out into the material realm. I got to build more cash flow. You know what I mean? Like, I've been a yogi, hermit. You know, like, this is enough. I'm just enough. All I want is enough. No. You know, I got children. You know what I mean? I got things I got to do. And what level that I operate on is based on my worth being extended out. So my worth is being extended out. Opportunities are opening up like this. You know, high-end opportunities, because I'm like, okay, let me just take a small switch in my head. and apply this evenly across everything and see what happens. So if you're having troubles with the self-confidence, if the stuff's going on with you, that you're stuck in a place where, like, I just don't feel confident in this. And when you don't feel confident, people can manipulate you. They can say that, you know, you need them, and this is what you should do. And you give all your power to them. And go, oh, they know best. You know, and you close your eyes, and then if it doesn't work, you have an opportunity to blame somebody else. That's just lazy. You know, that's just being a pussy, really. You have to, I'm sorry, ladies, but, you know, that's what I have to say. But you have to own it. You have to own yourself. You have to own your power. You have to own your value, and then extend that value out. And the people around you, if they're extending their value out, you have this huge light, this light like a sun, a blazing star in the sky. And that can be your marriage. That can be your business. That can be the way you serve in the world. That can be your health. That blazing sun, that blazing star can be anything you want it to be, as long as you are extending your true value out. And since the teachings that I follow and that I serve with are about one point being all things and all things being contained in that one point, then I know for a fact that I'm eternal. And I know for a fact that this pattern, basically, that we're talking about is just a pattern. This pattern is laid over everything in existence. So it doesn't matter what somebody's saying to you. What they say will hurt them. If you allow that to. If you let it hurt you, then you're a sucker. No. But really, you have to understand that this is about us as individuals and collectively as well. But individuals first. We're souls. We come in as these individual souls. So knowing the value of having been through thousands, millions of lifetimes, and then to come back, you know, and then not embody that value fully and let circumstances, people, places, and things determine who you are, kind of crazy. To me, I don't know. So what I'll be doing after this video is giving you a very easy, squeezy breath practice to do, to quiet the mind down, to center yourself, and to get in touch with that value, that worth that is eternal, and that you can, if you're in a sales, that you can display over the phone in person with somebody, that you can project onto your clientele, that you can project onto your workforce, into your employees, into your staff. You want your staff to feel empowered. You want them to know their self-worth, and they're going to give you their full worth. You won't have to worry about slackers. You won't have to worry about having high health costs, because the people will know their worth, and they'll take care of themselves. They'll eat right, they'll exercise, they'll meditate, they'll do whatever it takes to continue this optimum feeling of high value and self-worth. And the person that's working for you or with you has a high value and self-worth. Can you imagine? I can imagine. Can you imagine what it'd be like to have a service provided by someone like that? To have product sold by someone like that? Out of this park, baby. So listen, thank you so much for listening. It's more than 8 minutes. I'm sorry it's so long, but you know, I go on and on. I'm gonna get it down the time as it goes on. But you know, this is a big one for me. It's been a big one for a lot of the people that I've been working with and who I've seen. So again, one thing is all things. All thing is one thing. That thing is eternal.
Let's go deeper.